Coming up on the next episode. Good Tuesday morning to you all, YouTube. It is 9:45 now in the AM. I am here at the back of the shelf side, DC side, whatever you want to call this side. I've lost all will to come up with different names. You can see I have the backboard of this side now screwed in totally good. I think I have 5 screws in this, and I have 4 in the other one, or 3 or 4. I can't remember. I think, yeah, 3 or 4. So 4 there, got 5 here. I'm doing pretty good on that, I think. And that should work out rather well, I think. Again, I think. Not really a lot more stable, because it's only as stable as that board is. I mean, the board is stable to the top of the bench, but it's going to flex a little bit, obviously, because it's just a board. But anyway, give you an idea, that's how easy that desk is to, or leg is to move around. Had a suggestion for a furniture slider, which is a good suggestion. I think DB suggested that. And it is a good suggestion, and if I had a means to get one of those devices fairly quickly, I probably would. But as it is, you can see basically now, to get it back where it was, I'll just go over there and grab that side of the bench, and they slide on top of these end pieces real easy, and it pivots and does everything I need to do. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So there's that. Alright, well, I thought I'd add this in here on the video I just made. This is the obviously the Ward's Airline. I even said that correctly this time. AM FM stereo 8-track player recorder unit that we've seen in previous videos, and these are the new knobs that Bob printed up for us. And as you can see, they fit and look nice. Very nice indeed. And I think I'm going to use these, obviously, because I think they work better than the black ones do. But I'll have the black ones in case I ever want to switch off or something. There's the black ones there. They are basically identical except for the color. Like I say, they came out really nice, and I'm very pleased with them. And so you can see what they look like from the side there. But that's what they look like, and again, I'm very happy with the way they turned out, and appreciate Bob doing that for me, and I have told him so. And like I said, the not going to do anything else with this for a while, because I want to get this bench back, at least get this bench back against the wall where it's going to go, and halfway get the end pieces set up before I work on any more stuff in here. Now, having just said that, I have one more, actually, one more project that I want to make. Now, also, the day before, and I had forgot to mention this, these came in from China. These are the E-caps for the WAG radio. You guys remember the WAG radio, right? But yeah, those are, I think, 68 at 250, and I don't know what, 70, I can't remember what these were, but they're at 200. So those were the two that I may try to put those in that E-can cap, or E-cap can on that unit, and see if I can restuff it. I like to play around with stuff once in a while just to see if it's easy enough to do it that way. If it's easy enough to do it that way, I don't mind doing it. It's only when you know, it's a matter of just, you know, sticking them on the bottom somewhere, and you know, that's going to be easier. So it just depends on how hard it is. If it's very hard, I'm not going to mess with it, because I'm not all about the having the proper look and things like that for radios, because anybody that knows anything about radios knows they need repairing now and then, and you know, obviously it's always been that way. So you know, if people look at it and say, well, that's not original, well, okay, it's not an original radio. It's been repaired over the years. So, you know, I'm sorry, but that's just part of the patina, as it were. Think of it that way, maybe. So anyway, that's that. Now, those are obviously going to be put on one day. Not very soon, I don't think. But the other item that I have alluded to, and I mentioned to it a couple times, here's part of it. That's the clamp, clamp that holds the swing arm lamp. I have mentioned that as well, and that will be used to hold it in place on the backboard there, or wherever I decide to mount it. I'm going to think about that really a lot. This particular lamp is a pain in the butt. It comes like this. You screw it, basically screw it on like that, and you can see it stays all right, but you can just touch this thing a little bit and you see what happens. This is totally a piece of crap. Again, there's screwed on, but if you touch it, it's just that simple. It just comes apart. So what I'm going to do here with this is where these divots are, I'm going to drill some holes, and that's going to be my place to put some screws in there. And once I do that, then it will be able to secure this on here to where it won't come off so easily, I think. So I'm hoping this turns out all right, because I'm not even looking at the viewfinder on the camera to find out what it looks like. But that's the plan on that. And again, it's not that big a deal. You know, drill a couple holes, put in a couple screws. This thing's good as new. This is, I believe, plastic, and this is metal, so this will be the hard part. But like I said, it's already got the divots in there. You can see, pretty sure you can see that divot there. I'll just drill it right there, and then put that in, turn it like that, drill the hole in for the other side. That will help hold that in also, and probably do all three of them. I think there's 3 different places on there, and that way it should hold securely on there. But, you know, as it is right now, it just doesn't stay on there. You can, if you move it around very much, it will wiggle right off there. You can see it comes off pretty easy. So that's how that's got to be done. Now, it did include the bulb for, I think, $13.50 is what I paid for this. This is not a bad deal. Like I said, I would buy it again, knowing what I know now, because in fact I probably will buy one for the other side. But sometimes you know you have when you buy something cheap, you know you're going to have to work on it a little bit to get it the way you want it, and I don't mind doing that. Again, I've got drills, I've got electricity, I've got screws, so you know that fixes it better than probably trying to spend a little bit more and getting a better one, because no matter what you get, you're probably never going to get one that good that's screwed in instead of just twisted in like that. So that's going to be my plan on that. But again, the rest of it looks fairly decent. You know, it's a typical swing arm type lamp, or you know, device, whatever you want to call it. This is much like the camera boom that I use all the time. So that will work out rather nice, I think. And again, so probably going to put it on that side. Let's turn around here. Yeah, on this side over here, and that's where we'll put it for now. And then again, probably buy another one for the other side, because it depends on how well this works. If this works out like I planned, that's probably what I'll end up doing, buying another one. Now, the only thing I'm thinking about, in addition to that I just talked about, is maybe replacing the bulb with a floodlight, LED floodlight. Now I've got one over my sink in the kitchen. That thing has been really great. I think it was only like $7 to buy it, and it puts out a whole lot of light, and that would fit in there, and it would meet the minimum requirements or the maximum requirements or whatever, because the LEDs just do not draw the electricity that the old incandescent bulbs do. So anywho, that's a thought on that. So I don't know. We'll see. And just depends on, it depends on how much light this, but this may put out plenty of light. I don't know. But, we'll see. So, like I said, that's just something I wanted to add to this little video I just made. And I thought that would be a good addition. And I'm really, really happy with these knobs. Bob did a great job on those. So, alright, that's going to do it. Back to the other video. And I have decided on the, I know I haven't even posted the video on it yet, but I have decided to basically put a board in here to go over this way, cut off that back section because it'll never ever be used. It's just too far of a reach. Even to store stuff, I mean, I could stand up and get back there. In fact, the drill was sitting, you remember where the drill was sitting from that video. But I could stand up and pick it up. But again, that's not exactly what I wanted to have for this bench. I want to be able to reach things sitting down because I like working sitting down. If I was a young man, I might, not have a problem getting up and down and around and through. But as it is, I'm not a young man. So I am going to block off that opening there. I've got some of that MDF, 1/4 inch MDF. I'll put in there, cut out a piece of that and put it in there and block that all off. Not that it really needs to be done, but if not, it's just going to be a big gaping hole there. You can see, you'll be able to see it even with the shelf and the board in there because, it's not opaque. It's not completely covered. So that's that. And again, the top of that pegboard, more so up towards the top, will be accessible if I need to put something up there just to hold it. And again, like I said, stuff like that doesn't get used often or something like that would be okay up there, I guess. And so that's a good plan for that, I think. But again, I'm going over 23 inches from the middle part of the bench, as you can see there, right there, that middle part. I'm going to go 23 inches in towards the middle, and that's where my shelf will be. So that will give me a 23-inch reach all around, and that will be, I think, ideal. I think it'll be good. Still haven't decided about the MFP. You can see it sitting lonely over there by itself. I do think it's going to have to be mounted though with a base because obviously it's not going to be able to be flat mounted because of the transformer underneath there sticking out the bottom, and so it's going to need a base to sit on. So that's what I'm going to come up with, some kind of base for it. So even mounting it like it was over here, if you look at that, had enough, well, I won't say enough give to it. It was actually pretty much lined up even with the top of the bench. But at the same time, it had enough. Once you got past that back space there, it would drop into behind there, and it would, you didn't have to worry about it, and it would hold itself in basically. And I did have screws in it to hold it in also, but so that type of enclosure won't work on this one, I don't think. I'd have to cut a hole in the bench top, and I'm not going to do that because it's a nice bench, a nice desk. I'm not going to ruin it. From what I've done so far, it hasn't really ruined it. It could be used for a desk again, if need be or wanted to be. And I'm really thinking about using the shelf that came with this as far as the setting the TV on, because I may have to modify it a little bit to get it to fit in there, but I'm really thinking about doing that. And that will give me, some, I don't know, some extra storage space underneath of it, and a good place to set the TV. And that's the way I'm going to try to do that. I may even work on that now, I don't know. All this stuff I'm doing now, I'm trying to get most of the stuff done. I can get behind things here while I can, and then once I get everything done I think I can do, then I'm going to try to move this back over there against the wall. Here's my one on the one receptacle I'll be using for this side, and Oh, how about, yeah, you can see it underneath there, I think. Yeah, there it is. That's the one for that side. This cord, and I don't even know where it went, but it's laying over there. The main cord I used for the old bench is what I'll be using for the new one. It's the one with the plug I put on the end of it there. It's a big heavy cord, and that will go to the switch, the master switch I should say, and from there everything will be brought out from that. And I'm really hoping to get some, I'm thinking 14 stranded wire to wire this up, and that should be enough for this, I think. I toyed with the idea of using 16, but I think 16 is a little light for the current that it may have to carry. So it will carry 15 amps, no problem. 14 gauge. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Anyway, that's that. And so as you can see, I am making more progress. Still haven't got my curtains up, obviously. You know, once you get those curtains up, that will get all that glare off of here and make it much easier to see in here, I think, because you have a softer light then. With that harsh light coming in there, and it's still not sunny out today, but it's sunnier than it has been. Last few days, rain, rain, rain. But anywho, that's that. Like I said, this is it's all a mess now, but it will get there eventually. And again, I do things as I feel like it. I was sitting in there in the living room watch Wes work. He was having his wife change the oil in her car. So, you know, that was what I was doing, and I got tired of doing that. I thought, oh, I'm going to do this a while. So I went ahead and screwed the backboard in on this side, and as this stands right now, I could slide this in, and it would work okay. I could get to everything I need to get to, because I can take this board that goes in here, I can put that in from the front. I can drill holes in a way where I can just screw into the backboard from the front, and that would hold it just fine. And I may do that, I don't know. I'm going to get that shelf out and check that out and find out if I can use that any way at all possible with this leg in here, because this leg sticking out is going to make a big difference on what I do as far as that's concerned. I almost have to have that one though, because I don't think, even if this one in here is solid, I guess there, I don't really think that's enough to hold it. It might be, but you know, that's actually getting harder to push over there. I don't know that right now if I even put something heavy at the top, if it would hold it over against it. But with the towel under there, it will. But so not a problem at all. There is nothing here that I cannot fix. Also, I've even toyed with the idea of taking and sawing this bottom leg off on both sides and putting in a separate leg once I get my tile in, because also the tile is going to not go back here in this part here. Let me get you over here. There's not going to be any tile back here. It's only going to be on the work surface. So wherever I block this off at is the end of the tile. And if it's 23 inches, that's going to, like I say, it's going to be 23 inches all around. Two pieces of tile, they're a foot each, will do my thing down there, and all I have to do is measure the linear, whatever you want to call it, footage of it, and then come up with how many tiles I'll need for it. So there will be some corner tiles, obviously. To make the corner, you're going to have to do some finagling around that, but that shouldn't be a problem. So that will be a good deal, I think. So I'm going to get by with the cheapest I can on the tile. I'm trying to get by with just one box. I think, like I said, there were 12 something a box for the ones I want to use, and that's 20 tiles. So I've got to figure out exactly if 20 tiles are enough. Time you piece in pieces and cut things around things, if that's enough or not. So the next step up, I think, was 32, I believe, 32 tiles. So I don't know, we'll have to see. But that's about the size of it. So it'd be nice if I could get some pieces or partial boxes. That would be kind of nice to buy individual tiles, but I don't think you can buy them that way. So anyway, that's going to be doing that. So I've flapped long enough. Here I am going blah 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 again, and you guys probably got better things to do. So I know I do. So all right, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. See ya.